Hey everyone, this is Kara, and today I'm back partnering with Paradox Interactive to bring you another in-depth feature look at the All Under Heaven expansion for Crusader Kings 3. In this video, we'll be covering the Mandala government type in Southeast Asia. First, I'll start with an overview, then I'll talk about levels of devotion and how you can progress through them. After that, we'll look at the 4 Mandala government aspects you can choose from. Afterwards, we'll talk about Mandala Radiance, capital temples, and then we'll finish by talking about tributaries. The Mandala government type is the government type for Buddhist and Hindu rulers who base their power and authority off of being literal god kings, which is as intense as it sounds. Since as a Mandala ruler, a lot of your power and authority in the region comes from how good you are projecting an image of literally being a god. With that being the case, piety actually replaces prestige and even gold for a lot of usual in-game mechanics, like asking other characters to join your wars and even things like holding feasts. Characters with the Mandala government type have access to 3 extra levels of devotion beyond what other characters have access to. While non-Mandala characters max out at religious icon, Mandala rulers can progress up through divine, demigod, and then all the way up to godlike. Each devotion level you reach grants you more bonuses, like increasing your domain and vassal limits, and you can check your devotion level at any time by hovering over the piety section of your UI. It already takes a fair bit of work to reach the usual highest devotion level, so you might be wondering if you're really supposed to get 3 extra devotion levels in a single character's lifetime. It might be possible. Fortunately, you can also pass a few levels of devotion to your successor, which lets you work your way up to those higher levels with multiple characters. But also something to note, in order to pass on your devotion levels, you also need to die correctly, and what determines that is your chosen aspect. When playing as a Mandala ruler, you can pick from one of 4 different aspects, each one having a different gameplay approach. Aspect of Creation focuses on stewardship, so it gives you construction bonuses, and it gives you extra piety for having lots of kids. For this aspect, you're supposed to die peacefully, so try not to get murdered, I guess. Aspect of Serenity focuses on diplomacy. Like the Aspect of Creation, you have to die peacefully for your levels of devotion to be inherited. Aspect of Destruction focuses on martial, which gives you bonuses to military power. And you can also declare wars for Mandala tributes. For the Aspect of Destruction, you're also allowed to die in the middle of combat. Makes sense? And the Aspect of Trickery focuses on intrigue. For this one, you can even be assassinated and still have your heir progress too. Each aspect has multiple tiers you can reach by spending piety and meeting certain requirements, and the higher levels grant better bonuses too, depending on which aspect you decide to go for. Every Mandala ruler has a Radiance score, which basically measures your attractiveness as a divine god king. To see your level of Radiance, click this button down here to open the Mandala Radiance screen. Higher Radiance makes rulers more willing to become your tributaries, and it also prevents your existing tributaries from breaking away. But if a neighboring Mandala ruler has a higher Radiance score than you, they can encourage some of your tributaries to break away and join their realm. So if you want to expand your god king empire, it's always pretty helpful to look around here. The Capital Temple Complex is a great building that Mandala rulers have access to, and there's 5 levels you can upgrade it to using the new Great Projects feature. Like other great projects, it can be worked on by you, and other characters can also support with their own contributions. To find the Great Projects panel, click on Decisions, and then click on the Projects tab. Since they give you increased domain limit, a higher vassal limit, and they significantly boost your Radiance value, upgrade your capital temple can be pretty worth it. There is one required contribution that you'll have to meet yourself as a Mandala ruler, which is called the Right of Worthiness contribution, which you get by acting in alignment with your chosen Mandala aspect, and they can actually take a fair bit of effort, so be prepared. Tributaries. As a Mandala government type character, instead of having most of your subjects be vassals, most of your subjects will probably end up being tributaries, especially in the early game since you do have a pretty small vassal limit at the start. Tributaries do function pretty differently from normal vassals. They can break away or get stolen away from you by other rulers. You can extract tribute from them, which they can accept or decline based on how much they like you, and lose legitimacy if they decline. And they'll also engage in tribute missions to you, where they'll travel over to your capital and bring you some gifts of loyalty. You can give them something in return, or be cheap and give them nothing. So that does it for this All Under Heaven feature overview. Thanks a bunch to Paradox Interactive for inviting me to show off a lot of the expansion features. Make sure to subscribe to the official Crusader Kings channel here. I've been Kara, thank you a bunch for watching. Take care and much love.